What's good? It's your man God Science up in here with a new quick video. We up in this piece. Sit back and relax a little. Shit. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, subscribing to the channel, leaving, your comments, whether you agree or disagree, it's all good. Appreciate it, man. Very appreciate it. This video is about a live stream that I saw between Polight and brother Polight and brother Young Pharaoh. I did two videos before this and talking about when Polight called put a challenge out to him. Well, to be fair, Pharaoh did call out Polight first and Shaka Atmos about the metal nets and all that. He did do that first. So, but it was a great live stream. It was very funny to me, very entertaining. And let me just say this. I know there's some people out there, I'm tired of, I made videos saying I'm tired of the debates and what's going to happen after the debate. I'm still with that. All right. We recently had a debate by attorney Malik Shabazz and Cornell West, and that was promoted like it was the biggest shit going down. And nothing. They didn't talk about anything that we've been talking about. It's not going to do anything. What changed? And it's the same question I have with the metal netta. And is it being deciphered between Polite and Pharaoh? I still say the same thing. The only thing that's different with this debate that I want to see is because, like I said in the other video, it personally affects me because I'm at a crossroads now where I'm studying things, learning about things like occult science, and going real deep into Egyptology and studying this shit. I have questions within me. Coming up out of a Christian background, all this shit was talked as being evil. Any Christians out there, you know that. I'll be burning in hell for just thinking about reading one of these books or studying occult science, which just means fucking hidden. It's just a coats all over it. And I think that's done on purpose to keep us out of that shit. And black people will be kept out of it. I believe that's all our science, but we're kept out of it because who is more Christianized than anybody in this motherfucker? It's us black folks. I mean, I know we're spiritual people, but on Sundays we see who fills up the IHOPs and shit after churches. We see who going to church. It's us. So, and we're always taught to fear those shit, and so we stay out of it. But thanks to guys like the master teacher Bobby Hemmett, the master teacher Brother Panic, all these guys that Brother Jamal, Alim Bey, all these brothers that I can't forget the Dr. Phil Valentine. I'll be here all day naming people. But these guys really broke that mold. So and so Polite is a real intelligent brother. I'll always liked Pharaoh's energy. I don't agree with everything he does. I don't agree with everything he says, but a lot of things he does, I do agree with. You know what I'm saying? So I would love to see their opinions on it. Because when Pharaoh brought up that is the metal net deciphered or not, that's a big fucking statement to make. And I was wondering about everybody out there, when in the black community we talk about Egypt, Kemet, who will we go to? We will go to the scholars. Who are the scholars that are known of Egypt? You got brothers like Shaka Atmos. You have Dr. Leonard Jeffries, of course, the great Dr. Ben, uh, uh, John Henry Clark. I mean, these is the guys Egyptology that studied, devoted their lives to it. You know what I'm saying? Polite is a part of that. Who taught he practices and teaches a lot of shit from Egypt. A lot of shit is from Egypt, man. A lot of shit. So saying that the Merunetza hasn't been deciphered and we don't know what all this shit is. It's a big fucking statement to say. So I would love to see these two go at it because just watching the live stream, I have a better understanding now. And who I would say it wasn't a really debate, but I'll say polite is gonna. I'm scared polite's gonna eat him up. And the reason why I say that is because he's changed my mind a little bit. When I first heard Seti and Pharaoh came forth with this fucking argument, they dropped stuff that had me thinking like, you know, doubts. But Polite brought up a real powerful point, and I didn't think about it that way. But he talked about how the Medu Nets is not being the oldest language. Now a lot of people might know that, but like I said, I'm learning. I'm on this journey of learning. I'm not gonna act like I know everything. So I didn't really, the way he's right, Polite was right. The way how they talked about it, it was like it's like this oldest religion. I mean religion, oldest language that is impossible to. It's so hard to translate. But if it's not the oldest, and there's other languages out there that's similar to it, what Polite talked about was on point. I was like, all right, I get it now. I get it, and I think that's what's gonna destroy that that whole argument, because people can decipher it if there's other people, other he talked about other countries or tribes or whatever around Egypt that spoke different languages but had similar. I mean, come on, man, that can be deciphered, you know. And Polite is 100% right when he say if you can show me that the Meronet is the oldest religion. I mean, I keep saying fucking religion. Forgive me. Oldest language. All right. Then I don't think there will be it won't be any doubts, because then it'll be, then you can say, all right, well, maybe it's not deciphered like that because it's so old and there's nothing to compare it to. There's no similar other languages or anything like that. But great live stream. I laughed my ass off. Like I said, I don't think this is gonna change anything. It's just a debate. The only reason I want to really see this debate, which I wanted to see when they first brought it up in December, is, like I said, personally, I love a lot of things about Egypt. I love the sciences, I mean, and I see it everywhere from studying alchemy to occult science, all these things. Egypt keeps fucking popping up. Now, a lot of people will say, like he said, that shit didn't come out of Egypt. Nah, man, I don't think so. That shit came out of fucking Egypt. All that shit. All that shit came out of Egypt. See, if you talk about the original indigenous people, the first on this planet and all this shit, and this is everything had to come from us. You know what I'm saying? All these things, especially in Egypt. So I'll love to see this debate, man. The live stream, it was, sometimes Pharaoh, I think he would argue with things. It looked like he was trying to, get all, slip and slide. And when Polite brought up the fact that if you're talking to aliens, why you ain't trying to tell them to help out help out black people, which is a legitimate fucking reason. Now, UFOs and aliens, I always kept an open mind about it for two things. I was always fascinated as a young kid, did that shit exist or not? One, I did see some weird shit when I was younger. I didn't see no beings or anything like that. I saw something in the sky, and it rose up from the sea. I'm not even gonna tell the whole story because I know nobody's gonna believe people like that, because you just don't normally see UFOs and things like that. But I always keep an open mind, because I know a lot of people have seen. Of course, yes, there's drugs and people will hallucinate and all these things, but I know what the fuck I saw. And then there's so much evidence, and then the universe is so big, and then there's like so much evidence stacked against it that yes, there could be something out there. You done? You done? All right, y'all. Tell me if y'all liked it. If y'all don't, y'all like the live stream. If y'all gonna see the live stream or anything, I'm out. Peace.